Hi there, my name's Nick. I am a man who's got a dream and a vision that he wants to manifest into reality with your help. Now, this is a dream which I'll admit has some selfish components to it, but it also has some political components to it, and also some educational components to it as well. The dream is something called off-grid living, and I mean properly off-grid. That's my ultimate goal. Now, as far as the selfish aspects of this particular project is concerned, I have a look at my current income and I think to myself, could I afford, a rental property that's better than this one? Basically, no. Could I afford to live in a better location than this one? Basically, no. Could I afford to be a property owner? Well, certainly not, because I'd have to pay a mortgage and that would be out of the question. But on my current income, if I already owned the land and there was a building on it that was very low cost but would actually fulfill its particular role, and I got a lot of my energy from alternative means for heating, cooking, lighting, hot water, would I be able to survive? And the bottom line is yes, I would be able to, and actually to live quite a comfortable style of life. I've been accumulating knowledge since about the age 6 about how one could go self-sufficient in terms of food security, water security, energy security, and basically full out-and-out survival. I've learned an awful lot about food preparation and storage. I've learned a lot about energy creation and a wide variety of other subjects, some of which are too technical to go into in this particular video, but will of course be part of the rest of the series that you'll be seeing on this particular YouTube channel. Yes, I want to do this with your help. Why? Well, that's where the political component comes in. I mean, some people feel that living off-grid is something one does to defeat big oil. Some people feel that living off-grid is something that one does in order to reduce the reliance upon oil from foreign countries. There are a myriad of different reasons why someone would want to go off-grid and to be able to live that kind of off-grid lifestyle, politically speaking. There are, of course, those who believe that there is an environmental component to living off-grid, and there may well be. But out of all of these differing political perspectives, there's one particular core theme. A core theme which seems to be true for the vast majority of humanity, namely the need to use less oil and less gas, to have energy that comes from other sources, to be able to do microgeneration rather than macrogeneration, and to have a lifestyle in which it would actually be convenient to use these things. Well, I feel that I can do it. If I was living in a part of the world in which there was constant sunshine, the wind speed would always be constant, the direction of the wind would always be constant, it would be a lot easier. But I don't live in that kind of part of the world. I live in a part of the world where the weather is variable and the temperature can oscillate between -20 in the dead of the winter and 35 degrees Celsius in the height of the summer. We don't always have consistent sunshine, we don't always have consistent wind, but I still feel I can do it because I've been planning this for years. As far as food is concerned, I've been studying much more about growing food. I've been studying much more about different varieties of diets and how one can incorporate that into an off-grid lifestyle, as well as food preparation for storage, long-term storage, to take account of the winter months, for instance. And that includes the preparation of meats, the preparation of vegetables, and also fruits as well. So essentially, intellectually speaking, and as far as knowledge is concerned, I have all of that. And I want to put that into practice and to be able to take my lifestyle and turn it into an off-grid lifestyle. Now, you can help. The purpose of this channel is there for fundraising, to assist with the purchase of the land, to assist with the purchase of the property to put on the land, which will probably be some form of very low cost but high insulation structure, as well as to start the ball rolling with some of the technology that will be required for the purposes of generating things such as wood gas to provide the solar energy for heating, namely space heating, water heating, also electricity, possibly even the creation of gas in the form of hydrogen. as well as the use of wood gas to power a generator when required. There's a wide variety of different technologies I wish to use, and taking into account the variability of the climate in which I live, the weather climate, not the economic climate, I feel that it would be worthwhile investing time, energy and resources in the design and build and purchase of a wide variety of different forms of technology, including different forms of architecture designed to house that technology and designed specifically to use that technology with. I have all those plans and all those ideas already. They're up here. And I'm going to be describing them to you. And I'm going to be telling you bit by bit about various ideas and various concepts I've got which could be deployed if I was to live off-grid in this part of the world, within this county, and living that kind of lifestyle. And I do need your support, because this is not just for me, although it will be the property that I'll be living in and working in. It will also be your creation, and you'll be able to see every single penny that you've been able to put towards this going into action. Now, why is it such a good idea? Well, it's good for you, it's good for me, and more importantly, it acts as some kind of edifice, political edifice, to show that there are people of a wide variety of different political persuasions who are actually willing to show that there is a common cause for everybody, getting us off foreign oil for good, getting us off the grid for good, making sure that the money that we earn doesn't just go straight down the drain through the expense on energy. I think the clean water to drink, lighting in the dead of the night, heating in the dead of the winter, these things are rights. They're not privileges. They're not things you should have to save up for in the summer so you can afford it during the winter. As I go through the process of doing this particular project, I'm going to be showing you all the successes and all of the failures and all of the issues I've had to overcome in order to try and create the devices, to purchase the devices, trying to find the best cost, the best method, best form of delivery and execution, my daily and weekly structure in how to use these things, how I'm going to be frugal, how I'm going to squirrel food away for the winter months. And you're going to be able to see all of this. So those of you who are not self-sufficient and who are not off-grid can still start to incorporate these methods into your daily life for the purposes of saving you money, saving you time. There'll be things for you to build and things that you can do or achieve for yourselves which can cut down your energy costs, which can help you with things such as the energy for cooking, such as lowering your heating bills, to help you with your expenses on your water meter, if that's what you've got. And this is what I'm planning, and this is what I'm going to be doing over an extended and protracted series of videos. And this is going to be the first one. I'm looking forward to this, because I believe that we can do it. I myself cannot do it as a singular individual. But I know that if we, people who have a similar mindset, can create this, if we work together. And then you'll be able to use these videos which I'm creating as a means or a method to communicate your interests and your desires to the politicians of the world, to your local MP or your local senator, to be able to say, look, this is what this guy has done. Help us to be able to do this as well. And you'll be pleased and you'll be surprised, because this work which you will be investing in will be something that can spread around the internet. It'll be something that people will hear about, and it'll be something which will change public opinion, and will also take the green economy out of the hands of the politicians and will place it firmly into the hands of the people and away from big business. If this is something that you believe in, subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'm going to place a link in the information box for a website which has been set up, which is called GoFundMe, which I'm using to raise the funds. I have set a massive target for the quantity of money that I believe could possibly be achieved by this method. I don't think that we're ever going to complete the whole thing. And I'll tell you what, if through this project I only manage to get a couple of $100 together, then what I will do is I'll plow that into my business so I can use that to help myself develop more customers so I can then still fulfill the same dream. Okay? But that's not what I want to do. I want you to help me, and I want you to see your money being used for good benefit in bringing about a project which will eventually lead to complete isolation, away from the grid, away from the need to spend money on electricity and gas, to be able to produce and recycle water at home. That's the long-term goal. In the short term, it won't be quite like that. But bit by bit, it will start to come into shape, and we'll be able to see something wonderful happening. So, subscribe to this YouTube channel, make friends with this YouTube channel, and on top of that, have a look at the link which is in the information box here under this video, and make yourself a donation. Could just be a few cents, could be a few dollars. Now, I'm not trying to be funny when I say this, but no donation is too big, because this is something I really want to achieve. You may actually recognize my face from other video blogs, including one which was called Green Wet Dream a while ago, in which I practiced some of my skills in making very basic wood gas stoves. I did that many years ago now. And since then, my knowledge has got much more nuanced and focused, and I have revived the dream I once had of going completely self-sufficient. And now, I wish to achieve it. And remember, this is for you as well, because this video blog will act as a testament to the achievability of sustainability, food sustainability, energy sustainability. We can do this together, and we can change the values of our society, and we can put pressure on our politicians and big business. It shouldn't surprise you that there are some large companies who have been involved in the oil trade, who are now getting involved in the green energy revolution. But do you want the green energy revolution just to be in their hands, or do you want it to be in yours? Thank you for listening. God bless.